Good morning, we're down at the beach to catch the sunrise. There are a few people out and about exercising, but we're all keeping our distance. So this practice today will be 40 minutes approximately, focusing on hip flexors and glutes. Hope you enjoy it. I'm here with my mum, so get yourself comfortable. Taking a deep breath in. Eyes either closed or staring out to the distance. It's really important to get a little bit of sunshine each day, which I'm sure you already know, but especially when you're under lock and key. Breathing in and breathing out. Establishing that calm, centered feeling, earthing the sitting bones, feeling the spine elongate as you breathe in, reaching up, spine lengthening, neck connected to the air around you, as well as being connected to the earth, feeling your sitting bones grounding down. Taking your last deep breath in. And a slow breath out, making your way into child's pose. Buttocks to heels, arms out in front. Child's pose is a great resting pose that you can take at any time. Inhale, come up to kneeling. Exhale, tuck your toes under, down dog. Stretching through the backs of the legs, the calf muscles, relaxing the neck, moving in whatever way feels comfortable, organic, or natural, maybe pedaling out your heels. Lower your knees to the floor. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, roll the back. Inhale, arch the back, lift up. Exhale, rounding the spine, lift the spine up. Breathing in, dropping the ribs down, eyes up. Exhale, rounding. Moving, breathing, arching. Last time. Rounding the back. Hold the roundedness of your back while I fix my hair. And then making your way into down dog. Arching your back, sticking your bottom out, pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Right foot between your hands. Lift the chest. Push your left heel away. Lower the left knee to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up above your head. Interlace the hands behind your head and lean back. Taking the weight of your head into your hands, pushing the chest forward, leaning back. Deep lunge. Release, hands to the floor, hanging out here in your low lunge, but take your hands on the inside of the right leg. Some things you can do to make it deeper is definitely bend your arms, maybe resting your elbows on the floor. Or in between hands and elbows, you could take the block, place it on the floor and rest your elbows on the block. Holding and breathing. This is a great stretch if you've been sitting for a long time in a chair or if you've been running a lot. Lift the knee off the floor, push the heel away. And as you breathe out, put the knee down, untuck the toes so the foot's pointed. Lift the knee off the floor again. stretching the ankle, releasing the knee. Come back to your palms. Start to straighten the right leg. You might want to use a block and one hand on the hip. Project your chest forward, stretching through the back of the hamstring. Flexing the right foot. Breathing deeply. Walk your hands back until your buttocks are sitting on the floor. Move your left heel out of the way. So if you roll off to the right, just come back to the center. Reaching forward. Maybe use a strap. You could loop that around your foot, maintaining flexion of the ankle. Sit up tall and then go forward. So the flexion of the ankle will help give you a nice bite through the right calf and thigh. And it doesn't matter how far down you go, as long as you're feeling the stretch. Inhale, lifting up. Come back into a lunge at the top of the mat. Walk your hands forward, bend the right knee. Left toes tucked under, lift the knee off. Raise the right leg high up in the air. Bend your leg. Open your hip, holding here for 5. Pushing your left heel down to the floor. Last slow breath. Lift the knee a little higher. Right leg to pigeon pose. So take your shin to the top edge of the mat. Your foot will be behind your left wrist and your knee behind your right wrist. Breathing in, lengthening the spine. Breathing out, reaching forward, resting. See what you can relax here. Unfurl the toes on the back foot. Relax your shoulders. Relaxing your jaw. Stretching through the right buttocks. Surrendering. Breathing. On your inhalation, lifting up, walking your hands back in. Swing your left leg around the front and cross it over the right knee, going into a twist. Sit up tall. Left foot crossed over the outside of your right knee. Wrap your arm around your thigh. Left hand behind you to sit up. And turn your chin over the left shoulder. And twists are not only excellent for realigning your spine, but they stimulate your digestive and elimination system. Get everything working harmoniously. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, untwist, hands at the top of the mat. Step or jump your feet back to plank. Knees on the floor, slowly bending your elbows, lower your chest down. Inhale, up dog on the knees. Gentle practice today. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot forward. Left knee on the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up above your head. Interlace the hands behind your head as you exhale, lean back into the back bend. Bending through the front knee. Release. Frame the front foot, step your feet together, looking up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rise up, all the way up to standing, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Breath in, reaching up. Breath out, arms wide, touching the floor. Inhale, look out to the distance. Hands down, step the right leg back to the back of the mat. Right knee on the floor. Inhale, breath in, lengthening the chest, and actually energize the back leg and push the heel away. Lift the chest a little more. Enjoying the sunrise, the streaks of cloud. Reach the arms up, interlacing the hands, holding the back of your head. Breathing as you back bend and lunge, hips forward, chest and head moving back. Look forward, release the hands to the floor. On the inside of the left foot, get your chest really low. So if it's challenging enough on your palms, stay there. Or go onto your elbows. Or if you need something in between, remember the block, you can place that underneath your elbows. Right knee off the floor, take a breath in. And a breath out, sink the hips lower. Right knee down, untuck your toes. Then ankle on the floor, knee off. So your foot is pointed. Going a little deeper, bending the left leg. Breathing in and out, getting the hips a little closer to the floor. Finding the balance between the effort and challenge and the surrender. Straightening the left leg. So if it doesn't straighten, just come up and bring your hands to your hips and then fold forward. If you need more, of course, hands to the floor, resting your chest on your thigh. If you need a little less, hand on the block. Pull back the left toes and ankle. Stretching the left hamstring. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, walk your hands back so you're sitting on your buttocks. Move the right heel out of the way. Your foot's tucked under. Toenails on the floor. Grab your strap. Take a breath in, reach up. Lengthen the body and then breathe out, reach forward. So trying not to go to the left side. You could use your left hand to keep you centered. Bring you back to the center and then go forward. Keep flexing the ankle. Coming out of the pose, hands forward, come back into that lunge. Tuck the right toes under, knee off. Three-legged dog, raise the leg all the way up in the air, bend the left leg, opening the hip. Push the right heel away. And try and keep the right leg straight so it's not twisting. It's the left hip that's twisting and opening. Look at the hands. Slide the body forward to pigeon pose. Left knee up high to the chest. Take the knee behind the left wrist. Sliding your right leg back. Inhale, lifting up, arching back. Exhale, reaching forward, staying low. About 5 slow breaths. Relaxing the eyebrows, relaxing the shoulders, stretching through the glutes. Inhale, lift your chest, walk your hands in, swing the right leg around the front. Place the foot down, lift the chest up. Take your right hand behind you, wrap the left arm around the front leg and twist your chin over your right shoulder, looking directly back behind you. Lifting and twisting, this constant action. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come back to neutral, grab the right foot and pull the leg back. So Gomukhasana, roll forward, your knees are stacked on top of each other, your feet are splayed out to the side, the sole of the foot up. So if it's not possible to sit like that comfortably, sit on a block. That can make it more accessible. And if the block hasn't helped, then just uncross your legs and sit as you would cross-legged at school. So once you've got your legs organized, with or without the block, we're going to add a further challenge, and that's with the arms. Raising the right arm up in the air, taking your hand down the middle of your back, reach your left hand behind you and grab hold of your right hand. You can use a strap to make it more available, and I'll show you how to use that. Drape it over your left shoulder, reach the right hand down, and I'll just come a little bit closer and show you. Sitting up tall and lengthening the body. Think about moving your chest forward so that your chin moves over your knee. You can always use no strap. Release the hands, so extend the mat in front, relax the upper body, just focus on stretching the glutes and hips. Inhale to lift up, exhale, released. So we're going to try a little twist. So I'll face the same way as you. Take your hands over to the left side. Lift up your buttocks so you're on the ball of your foot. Walk your hands around 360 degrees. Keep walking your hands until you've stopped and your chest is facing the front, and you'll find your legs are miraculously crossed the other way. So same setup. Left arm up in the air, hand down the middle of your back, stretching the left tricep. Reach around holding either the strap or your hands. Using props is not cheating. It's using things to make the postures more accessible. So moving the chest forward, chin over knee. Use the weight of your torso to press down on the thighs. Using the breath, ease you into the pose. Release. So arms extended but staying low. Inhale to come up. Release, lean back, uncross your legs. Feet to the floor, lift your buttocks up. Turn your fingers to face the same way as your toes. So just check that the fingers are facing forward. Lift the chest. If your neck allows, look back. If not, just look forward. You're stretching the deltoids and the biceps, so the shoulders and the arms. Breathe in. And exhale as you lower. Move the buttocks towards your heels. Hang out with very bent arms. Getting more into the anterior deltoid. Cross your right foot over your left knee and start to straighten your arms. Turn your fingers around now. So we're stretching through the glutes again. If it's too much, move the foot away. Or you could lie down on your back and do the same thing. I'll just show you from this angle. Right foot crossed over your left knee, reach your arms between the leg and pull the leg in. But if you're with me here, we're going to go upright, walk your hands in closer, lift the chest up. You're going to work the core, optional extra. Take your arms in front of your shin, flex the palms. Use your core, lift your left foot off the floor, holding, press the palms away, breathe. Breathing in and out, releasing, lying on your back, arms above your head. Enjoying the transition. Coming up to sitting. So we'll repeat that on the other side. So lean back, bending your right leg. Cross your left foot over the top. Bring your hands in close. Flex the ankle. Maybe the foot is really close to the buttocks, the one on the ground. So remember, you've got that option of lying down, but don't do all the options, just choose one. Whatever suits you. As long as you've got a stretch through the left glute, you're in the right place. Adding in the core element, developing core strength for an arm balance. So arms in front, upper arms on your shin, lift the foot off the floor, lift the right foot off, holding. One more breath. Releasing, roll onto your knees, down dog, exhaling. Inhale to plank. Breathe out as you bend your arms. You can use the knees on the floor if you like. Inhale, lift to up dog, knees on the floor or off. Exhale to down dog. Walk or jump your feet through to sitting. Uncross your ankles, sit up tall, hug your knees into your chest. You can either extend the legs straight or bent. Holding onto the backs of the legs so you can elevate your chest. You're stabilizing with your core. Lift up the pelvic floor muscles. If you like, extending the arms, maybe extending the legs. 5 breaths. And the final part of this pose is to add in a smile. Breathing. 3. 4. And release. Good job. Slide the buttocks forward to your heels and lying down on your back. Legs bent, heels are close to the buttocks. Inhale, lift your hips up high. So you got back relief. Wiggle your shoulder blades closer together underneath you. Interlace your hands underneath. Lift the hips higher and straighten your arms underneath your body. Relax your buttocks. Activate the inner thigh, squeezing them in. Press firmly through the whole of the foot, the big toe, the ball, the heel. Releasing. Arms out of the way, knees to chest for a gentle squeeze. Extend your right leg onto the mat. Take your right arm above your head and roll to the side. So take your left hand to your ankle, stretching the quadricep. And your right arm just forms a pillow for your head to rest on. Squeezing the left glute. If you can, bring your knees a little closer together. Heel to buttocks. You can stay like that, or you can roll onto your back, but just be careful of your knee here. This is quite strong. So keep the left knee on the floor. You'll bend the right leg to push the foot down, organize your hips, and then you can either straighten that leg again or keep it bent. Release, get ready to change. Roll back to the side, release the leg. Roll onto your back with your left arm overhead. Bend the right leg. Roll to the left. Bending your leg back behind you. Pushing the heel to the buttocks. Or, of course, if you prefer, rolling onto your back. So your right knee's down on the floor, bend the left leg. That foot pressing down is going to help push the right knee into the floor. Target muscle is the quadricep, the front of the thigh. Remembering to exhale. We often get stuck. That's why we say something takes our breath away. We inhale. So now let's release. Come out of the pose safely. Come back into a lunge. But not a lunge like we did before. We're going to focus on stretching the lower part of the calf muscle. So the upper part of the calf muscle, the gastrocnemius, we've already worked on, but we're going to stretch the lower part. So right leg forward and have a look at this knee. It's well over the toes, contrary to what we're usually told to do. Going for maximum stretch through the back of the ankle. That's it, so you're going to hang out there, pushing the whole heel to the floor, chest low. You can turn it into a back bend if you like. Right arm on your thigh, left arm around your back, and hook the hand onto your elbow. Lifting the chest is just going to create this back bend. So that will also stretch the left psoas muscle, the left hip flexor. In every pose, there comes a time when you go, oh, that's enough. I want to get out of the pose. But I encourage you not to run away at that point. Just breathe and see what's on the other side, because that's the magic point. Stay a breath longer than your end point. What's on the other side of discomfort? Take the hands to the floor. Slide your left knee forward so that it's in line with the right toes. Your knees out to the side. All your body weight resting on that right thigh. Still stretching the soleus, the Achilles tendon. It's excellent if you're a high heel wearer or a runner. Come back to down dog, get the blood flowing back into the legs. Inhale to plank. Breathe out, bending the arms. Inhale, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. Left foot 2/3 of the way up the mat, so not all the way to the top. We're going into that short lunge. So remember that knee well in front of the toes. Resting your chest on your thighs. Encourage more weight down through the left heel. Ideally, the whole of the left foot's on the floor. If you're adding the back bend, so if you did the back bend on the other side, you're trying it here. You're going to inhale and lift up the chest, taking your left elbow to rest on your thigh. Wrap the right arm around your back, hooking onto your elbow, back bending, stretching the right psoas muscle. Just breathing. No attachment to any discomfort. Releasing. Slide your right knee forward, but take it wide. So if you were to draw a line between your left toe and right knee, they're on the same line. Bring the heel to the floor. Take all your body weight forward. Maximum weight through your left heel. These poses you need to hold for quite a while till you feel that it's making its difference. So feel free to stay as long as you need. Coming back to down dog and then just exploring that difference, how close your heels are to the floor now compared to earlier. Hopefully they're touching the floor. Knees to the floor. Cross your ankles and walk back. Sit your buttocks on the floor behind you, lying on your back, legs out in front, so move your buttocks forward. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Bring the knees into the chest. And then take your knees over to the left. Turn your head to the right. Your back's on the floor. Shoulders on the floor. Breathe. After 5 breaths, coming out slowly, uncross your legs. Wrap your left leg over the right leg. Knees in close to the chest. Take your knees to the right. Turn your head to look to the left. Five breaths. Imagining that you're like a tightly coiled spring and it's all unraveling, releasing tension. Untwisting. Uncross your legs. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Let your head rest on the floor. Pull the chin in. And then a little rock from side to side. Releasing, extending the legs out in front. Completely relaxed. Shavasana. Turning your palms to face up. That's the anatomical position. Coming into complete rest. Stay for at least 5 minutes. Namaste.